Oh, I
one
got a story.
second.
I got a story to tell you. Did I tell you this? That that me and Vince and Matt Coon got a call from a fake Tony Khan trying to
No.
say this is hysterical. It's like so it's like Glenn, it's Tony Khan. Was hoping to talk with you if you have some time today. I was like, sure, give me a call, or if you want to chat tomorrow, I've got you ready for work. So then he was like, so the guy called me up, and I couldn't I'd heard Tony Khan on the interview with Jericho.
Right.
And I couldn't tell if it was him or not because it didn't sound like different than the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something real quick. And after hearing that interview, what did you think of Tony Khan?
I didn't hear. Well, I'm still in the process of listening to it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then basically, so I immediately called Jared. The guy said he was going to fly me into Jacksonville and all this. So they said he was going to bring in Russo. So I knew the guy was up. My radar was up, like kind of like it's kind of shady, right? So I called Jericho. I go, is this Tony Khan's number? He was like, that's not the number I have for him. So I was like, So then Russo called me. I was like, and I answered the phone and said, did you get a call from a Tony Khan guy? And I go, I'm like, bro, I think it's a work, obviously.
Right.
He goes, because he hit up Matt Coon too. I was like, why would Tony Khan hit Matt Coon? But it's just funny to think that that fans will actually go that far. But it's got to be somebody that we all know because he had all three of our numbers. And I don't really give my number out to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
It was you, Russo, and Matt Coon that got.
Yeah. But I found out as soon as Chris and Chris actually texted Tony Khan to see if it was actually him. And the guy responded like, "No, I've never tried to contact him ever." So I thought that was entertaining. That was a funny story.
Wow. And so what? This person just wanted to talk, or what?
Oh wow, bro! It's just this prank call. I mean, I think the person got me on the phone and was like,
Yeah.
just started like, you know what I'm saying? Just
I thought they wanted to get on the show and pretend they were Tony Khan.
I heard that interview, and I think it's interesting that you realize a lot of the same people were at the same ECW shows. Like Tony Khan traveled to Philly for the shows. Conrad would be at some of the shows I've talked to him about, and guys like Dave Lagana was always at ECW shows. So there was quite a few people in those old crowds that went on to do something. Just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, they're just like the new fans that came into the business, freshened it up, and are giving back to it.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing. Like when I was listening to that guy on our show, John Orezi.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm thinking, wow, this is a mark from the 70s.
Yeah.
This is how they thought back then in the 70s. They were passionate. They started fan clubs. He was one of the first guys, probably the first guy I ever knew to start a convention. So he was giving back to the boys. You know what I'm saying? And so then you had the Meltzers and the Bruce Mitchells and that little crew. And then now this is the one with Conrad, and you know what I'm saying?
And Cornette and Heyman were super fans in their areas too.
Cornette and right.